What is going on, everyone? We are back in Madden 17, and today is the first episode in a new career mode. Yes, Trey Cash is returning to Madden 17, but as you can see in the title, I need your help, and I need your help in deciding in what form Trey is going to return. I am undecided on the position Trey is going to play as well as the team, so I'm going to lay out some options for you. It's going to be 2 positions and 3 teams for each of those positions. So getting it started, it's going to be running back first up, and the first option is going to be the Indianapolis Colts. Now, for all 3 of the running backs, it's going to be a speed back, and as I always like to do, we're going to be modeling these players after someone. So the idea I had for Trey as the running back is to model him after Christian McCaffrey. So 6 foot, 200 pounds, a all-purpose back who can do a little bit of everything and has the speed while he's doing it. So first up with the Colts, they have Frank Gore, but he is a little bit older. Trey would be an upgrade for them at halfback. They have Andrew Luck, some talented wide receivers. This is a good offense, although they do have a pretty poor offensive line. But getting a little taste of Trey here in this Colts uniform as he takes that short screen pass the distance, showing off the speed and his ability. So Trey, not bad looking there on that Colts team. But this is just the first option. We got 5 more options to go, 2 more running backs, and the next one is going to be a team that I didn't originally think really needed a halfback, but as I looked through the teams and looked at their running backs, I realized this team could use an upgraded running back, and that team is going to be the Seattle Seahawks. Now, this is a team already quite established, a good offense. They've got a good quarterback, Russell Wilson, like Andrew Luck. They've got talented wide receivers, a little bit better offensive line, a very good defense. So this is maybe a bit more of a setup for team success for Trey in comparison to the Colts. Colts should be better. They're in a weak division, so we should be able to have some success there as well. But the Seahawks, I think, would be a step up. We would be that final piece possibly to try and push the Seahawks to a Super Bowl victory. As you see Trey running for the Seahawks there. So the Seahawks, definitely a very, very good option. I think they might be my favorite option when it comes to the running backs, if not any more reason than their jerseys. I really am a fan of the Seahawks jerseys, especially the color rush jerseys, the lime green, all lime green jerseys. Those are really nice, but the Seahawks, they are option number 2, so one more option here at running back, and this one is a little bit more of a flyer, but I think might be an interesting team to play with, and that is going to be the Washington Redskins. So Trey possibly headed to the very difficult NFC East to play against the Giants, the Eagles, and the Cowboys. I think this one would be, in terms of the 3 teams, probably the team that we might not have the most success with in the first season, but I think would be an interesting one in terms of joining a team and trying to build them up. They do have Matt Jones, but he is a little bit lower rated. I think he's something like a 77 or a 78. So Trey, in all of these situations, comes in at an 81 overall, so he would become the starter, and he would be the starter in all 3 situations across the board. So in terms of determining where we go in terms of being a starter, we don't have to worry about that because he will be a starter no matter where he goes. It's just what team fits best, what team you guys might want to see Trey play as a running back. So those are the 3 options. You have the Indianapolis Colts, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Washington Redskins. Trey, running back, but now it's time to move on. And the second position that you're going to be able to pick from is going to be quarterback. And with this one, I have in mind Ben Roethlisberger. So the QB is going to be 6'6", 240 pounds. And what I'm thinking here is last year we did a scrambling quarterback, which was fun, but the passing attributes are not as good. So with a pocket passer, you immediately get those better throwing attributes, 94 power, good medium accuracy, good deep accuracy, and that will hopefully make us a better quarterback and our team a little bit better. And speaking of making a team better, option number 1 is going to be the Cleveland Browns. Yes, the Cleveland Browns, but hold on a second, because they are actually not a bad option. They have 3 very good wide receivers, Terrell Pryor, Corey Coleman, and Josh Gordon. That is a nice trio of wide receivers to be able to throw the ball to. On top of that, their offensive line isn't too bad. Running back isn't too bad. What is bad, though, is the defense. This team, obviously, historically, just not good. But I think a good quarterback could make all the world of difference on this team. So the Browns may be more of a kind of road to glory option in terms of taking a very bad team and building them up. But the Browns are going to be option number 1. Now on to option number 2. Team number 2 is going to be the Miami Dolphins. And with the Dolphins, you have Ryan Tannehill. But is Ryan Tannehill the answer in Miami? I don't think so. So can Trey come in, step in, play on a team which, like the Browns, has some very good wide receivers? Again, Kenny Stills, Devontae Parker, Jarvis Landry, a trio of wide receivers that would be very fun to throw to. Also, Jordan Cameron, former Cleveland Brown, the tight end in Miami. So really 4 really good options to throw the ball to, which is an always good thing to have. Offensive line, again, probably better than Browns. Actually, the Dolphins are a much better team than the Browns. Their defense is much better. They have a very, very good defense. But again, the difference, as with some teams, quarterback play just not there. So can Trey be the answer for the Miami Dolphins and lead them to a Super Bowl victory? I don't know. It's up to you. Do you want Trey to play for the Dolphins? The Dolphins, though, are going to be option number 2. In terms of my favorite, I kind of let it out there that the Seahawks are my favorite for running back. But when it comes to quarterback, it's kind of a toss-up to me. I would be okay with any of these 3 teams I'm going to put out there, which the final team is going to be the New York Giants. Now, this might be a possible favorite for some of you out there. I know we got a couple of viewers that are Jets fans and would like to see this, but the Jets, kind of like the Dolphins and even maybe a little bit like the Browns, a team that has talent but is being dragged down by their quarterback play. So Trey joining the Jets, again, not 3 necessarily talented wide receivers, although you could argue Quincy Enunwa is turning into a pretty good option at wide receiver, but you have Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, okay tight ends, okay offensive line, good defense, pretty good defense, probably better defense than the Dolphins, but like on the running back side with the Seahawks, these are 2 teams, Dolphins and the Jets, that are more playoff ready. These are teams that if we were to join, we would step in and hopefully be able to lead them directly to the playoffs in the first season and maybe get lucky, win a Super Bowl, but for sure, within those first 2 years, we'll be having some success. The Browns, probably going to take a little bit longer. The Colts even too as well at running back, a team that probably are more playoff ready. So it just kind of depends. What team do you want Trey to play on? And actually, I guess it starts with what position you want him to play. So let me know. There's going to be a link down below to a straw poll that has all of the options listed out. You can vote there, or you can leave a comment down below, and I'll use that as a vote. I'll tally everything together, and then we'll get this career started. So running back, you have the Colts, the Seahawks, or the Redskins. Quarterback, you have the Browns, the Dolphins, or the Jets. I leave it in you, the viewers' hands, and I'm looking forward to see who you vote as the winner. I'm going to leave it open for maybe like a day or 2, see who's going to win, unless it's like a landslide and we know right away what team is going to win. But I'll leave it open for a couple days, and then I will come out with the first episode with Trey in his new position and his new team. So look for that very, very soon. Don't forget to vote, whether it's in the straw poll below or with a comment on this video. That is going to be it for this one, though. If you enjoyed it, please go and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.